You can start over here. Three, yeah, nice. Again. I'm just jamming on the F minor part. Now play it through the A. Keep going. Yeah. Get rhythmic. Triplets. Yeah. It's very singy, you know. So I can name a few songs with where it's kind of like tricky with what figuring out are we in a major key or minor key. This is one of them. We're in the key of F. The question is, then we'll spend just a minute on this. Are we in the key of F minor or A flat major? I agree that the first section sounds a little bit, the melody sounds darker, so it sounds like a minor key, but then it resolves to the major, the A flat major. And then really you have to look at the end of the song, and the end of the song ends on A flat major, the penultimate chord, measure 31. Okay, so let's name another song. We're trying to figure out, is a song in a major key or a minor key? Let's name another song. I'm gonna name a song, a good one. My Funny Valentine, you all know that one? It definitely sounds like a minor key song. My Funny Valentine. And people say, yeah, I sing it in the key of C minor. But when it ends in the key of, I'm talking about the fake key, it ends in the key of E flat major. So that's another good example to where it sounds like it's a minor key song, but it ends on a major key. So that's quite common, is that you might have the A section, the beginning of the song, in a minor key, and then it ends to the relative major. That's the form. Do you guys know Blue Skies? That's Stairway, but nothing but blue skies do I see. And then it ends in C major. So that's another example where the first chord is kind of really setting the mood, like I'm in a minor key, but then all of a sudden it'll go and resolve to the relative major. So those are just a couple examples. The scale selection is still the same. If I said A minor, that would be equivalent to the key of C major in the notes, but it's really, I guess, ultimately it's like, how do I analyze the song, and also what's my ending chord? The ending chord is super important. Like Blue Skies, do we want to end on an A minor chord or C major chord? Or this song, Lullaby of Birdland, it ends on an A flat major, so that we know that we're in the key of A flat major. So it's like what's the song going to end in? That's what's important, and that's also how you look at the penultimate chord. Or in this case, I always say measure 31. If you're in a 32 bar song form, you look at measure 31, and this says A flat 6, so it doesn't say F minor. But so there are some other songs that are tricky that might end on a different chord, and of course that's also a player's choice. You might even end on something different if you want a different mood. But we're just gonna be standard to what's written. Okay, that's enough of the key signature talk. I just wanted to demonstrate a few songs again that do that. And the first chord doesn't always tell you what key you're in, so don't assume that you look at the first chord like, oh, we're in the key of F minor. Oftentimes the song might start on a 2 chord. It might start on Sweet Georgia Brown, starts on the 6 chord. So you just be careful of looking at the first chord and saying, oh, that's the key we're in. get used to looking at the last chord, or sorry, usually the second to last measure, wherever there's that long note, and you know that it ends. They didn't write the turnaround on here, but generally there would be a turnaround too. Okay, let's all play. I think we all had some time to practice it, I'm hoping. The melody is this. A flat. Three. And top. Tricky melody. That A section again. 3, 4, top. Yeah. Nice. A section again until everybody gets the melody. Okay, not everybody. We'll try our best. Lullaby of Birdland. There's that walking bass line. Nice. Ba, ba, ba. Again. Beautiful. It's a tricky melody, isn't it? Do you guys yeah? It's got a lot of accidentals. It's very kind of classical-like in many ways. It's almost like there's two parts happening at the same time. Multiple parts broken up. Very Bach-like. Not only that, I also have a chord melody arrangement to this too. So if anybody wants a tab of the melody, just send me an email. I have it written in tab. And also I have a fancier chord melody arrangement that's on YouTube if you want to play with chords. Okay. But we're just going to go over the basic part of it today. Let's review. As we just said, we are in the key of what? A flat. We're going to say A flat, of course. So what's the A flat scale? Whole step.
A flat.
B flat. What's a whole step? C.
C.
What's a half step?
D flat.
Good. Whole step.
E flat.
Whole step. Whole step. Half step. Good. That's how you form a major scale chorus. Everybody play me an A flat major scale. Start on A flat. You could even play it on one string if you need to. Meaning this. Sometimes I love playing on the length of the string. I just do this. And I'm just thinking, I can start here, A flat. I go whole step, half, whole, and half. Again, the length of the string, you can see it like a piano, the distances when you don't cross strings. You can just do this. And it's very lyrical. You can slur, hammer on, pull off, slide. So it's a nice way to see it like that too. Anyways, that's an A flat major scale. What are the chords now on the A flat, in the key of A flat? We have A flat major, B flat minor, C minor, D flat major, E flat major, F minor, and G diminished. This is your triads. And stop me if I'm going too fast. I'm hoping this is a review for many of you. Some of you are taking my theory class right now too. So if we do the jazz chords, we're basically going to either add sixes, but we're going to generally do sevens. So A flat major 7, B flat minor 7, C minor 7, D flat, the 4 is major 7, E flat, the 5 is what?
Dominant.
The dominant 7. So we want to just put E flat 7. That's an important one. F minor 7, G. What about the 7 one? It's as a 7th chord. It's not fully diminished, but it's half diminished. That means it has a diminished triad, but then the 7th degree is a flat 7. So that's the harmonized scale as 7th chords. And 7th chords again is what we want to use in these jazz standards. You have the 1 chord, A flat major 7, B flat minor 7, C minor 7, D flat major 7. I know it's hard to read from back here. E flat 7, the 5, the 6 is minor 7, the 7 chord is minor 7 flat 5. So that helps us kind of figure out this song, even though it's got some funkier little things happening here. So when we have this, I'm going to break this down pretty quickly, so stop me if you need me to. When you have this progression, Leslie just gave me a chart to where it did not have this D chord here, and it just has this G7 to C7. The opening part, I like the D here. I like that movement, the D minor 7 flat 5. That's a nice chord. But as you can see, there is no D in the key of A flat, right? It's the D natural. So what this chord is, it's a really neat trick. It's basically making the bass go 1, 6. I don't know if I'm going to keep it 1, 6, 2, 5. Bassline. Allison, can you play it on the bass? Just the bass. 1, 6, 2, 5. That's a common bass line. But the chords now to go with it, and this chord here, so this particular little sequence, which I like to use as like an opening, I often just jam on this, is very kind of, bluesy and common bass line. But D minor 7 flat 5 is also equivalent to what minor 6? I bet some of you know this, some might not know this little trick. If you play D minor 7 flat 5, D, F, A flat, C, you can also rename it to a minor 6 chord. Yes, somebody just said it.
I was going to say B flat. No. F minor 7.
It's F minor 6. So basically, this is all you're doing is you're going from F minor 7 to F minor 6. And you can do that on the guitar, or you can do that on the piano. Only, what I'm trying to say is only one note changes. You have this sound. F minor 7 to F minor 6. But the bass changes too. Yeah, so you can, on your right hand, F minor 7 to F minor 6. And only one note changes, the E flat goes to D. So it's a nice little movement, little voice leading thing, but it sounds especially good when the D's in the bass. The G is the 5 of the 5, and the C is the 5 of the F minor, which is ultimately the 6. So that's a quick analysis of that if you guys want to think about that. Basically, I'm just going to have you play an F minor blues scale. You're going to be set. I know, it's kind of tricky. There's definitely some trickier theoretical stuff on here. But here's how I would do it on the guitar. F minor 7. D minor 7 flat 5, which is again same as F minor 6, G7 to C7. Turn that snare drum off. Okay, so we did talk about this last time, so I'm not going to focus too much on that. Where's that snare? There it is. Nice, yeah, but that's such a good groove to jam on. You guys will get some practice on that when we start to do some improv around the group. Okay, the next part, then it goes, you can look at your chart, then it does it again, but then the composer goes the other direction to the relative major. So it goes F minor 7 to D minor 7 flat 5, but then it goes to B flat minor 7 to E flat 7, and that's a 2-5 progression. You can see the 2 and the 5 into the 1. So now it pulls us to that. It's so well crafted. I love that. So it's like 1 6 2 5 1 6, and then 2 5 to the relative major. Once it lands on the A flat major, then now it does our most common progression. Can you play me an A flat? And just one note. Okay, stop. Just that A flat. 1. Good. Everybody sing the 6. 1 6 2 5. Get used to F. It's okay. Get 1 6 2 5. Yeah, all you need is the first note. 1 6 2 5. And get used to hearing and singing that progression, because that's the most common chord progression in jazz. Yeah, exactly. But I'm hoping that you can just hear that one note and start to sing 1 6 2. Here it is on the guitar. 1. So many songs. Could be Blue Moon, Blue Moon, Blue Moon. You let da 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 da. Ba da 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 da. Careful. It could be La Mer, La Mer. Beyond the day. All these songs, and all these 50 songs, these doo-wop songs, that progression 1 6 2 5 is the most common progression. But I encourage you to just kind of play one note and see if you can sing 1 6 2 5 from, just give yourself that one note. If you can't, just practice that. You can do that a lot, so that you can train your ears too. Okay, and then it goes to what? We have half the song analyzed: A flat, F, B flat, E flat, back to A flat, and then a 2-5 turnaround back to the F minor, and that's your A section. Don't worry, this class today, for the soloing portion of it, we're going to just focus on the blues scale, so it's going to be really easy soloing. You don't have to fancy it up too much. But that's a quick analysis of this progression. Do you want me to write that out, or did you all get that?
What, the 65?
Mm-hmm. And then it resolves to the 1, and then the turnaround is 2-5 back to the F minor on the first time. Yeah. 1 6 2 5. Don't worry, you all get a chance to play chords when we jam. Okay, we didn't do this last time, so let's analyze the B section now. And it doesn't say the B section here, but right here on the F7 chord. Notice the double bar lines. Whenever you see double bar lines, that's the end of a section. So right here, we know the A section ends right here because of the double bars. Hopefully these charts always have it. They're really good about that. Anything that's published like this. And then now the B section starts here on the F7. Well, F7 is the 5 of the B flat minor. So here's B flat minor. F7 is here, the dominant chord of it. So it's a 5 of the 2. And guess where it goes? It goes to the 2. So we got the F7, 2. Okay. And then it goes 5-1. Easy. And that's your B section. It goes F7, B flat minor, E flat 7 to the 1. Repeat. Thank you. Stop there. And that second time, we got to get that C7 to pull us where?
To the F.
Yes, C is a 5 of F. I know I didn't write the secondary dominants on here. I think I will, though, just so that you can write it or take a picture or whatever you need to do, so that you know the analysis of it. F7 is the 5 of B flat minor. These are called secondary dominants. You're going to encounter these in every jazz song, because that's kind of what makes that style sound the way it does, is the use of, otherwise it'd sound more like a folk song or simple rock song. But we have all these secondary dominants. So let's do that really quickly. And that requires you to just either know your instrument, a power chord. When I say what is the 5th of B flat, you'd go F. What's the fifth of A flat? E flat. What's the fifth of F? C. You just got to know where the fifth is, and that's how quickly you can find your dominant chord. So, and then not only that, then you can put the appropriate chord. So I'm going to show you a quick exercise. Here's A flat. Here's E flat 7. And then back to A flat. So I'm going 1, 5, 1. Can everybody do that on your instruments respectively? Well, you can do it with chords or just with a single note. A flat. Yeah, just sing, right. Or you can arpeggiate, do, D. And then E flat 7. And then A flat. So the 5 of A flat is E flat. Now when I go to B flat minor 7, F7. So this is a great exercise. We're going to, or B flat minor, I'll say the names, to F7, back to B flat minor. Now we're going to go to the 3, C minor, G7, C minor 7. Okay, all you guys care about, the single note players, they're just going to play the roots. They can arpeggiate the chord if they want to, the violins and mandolins, or you play just chords. So we have this so far. And then B flat minor, C minor, and I'm putting the 5 chord to create a progression. Now here's the D flat chord, and now it's D flat major 7 to what's the 5 of D flat? A flat. So you go to A flat 7. Good. And I'm showing it to you on the guitar. 1, 5, 1. It's just a nice little power chord shape. We know 1, 5, 1. Again, just know the importance of just knowing your intervals. Again, 1, 5, 1. That's what I'm trying to get at here. Now on the 5 chord, E flat 7, I'm going to go here. E flat 7, B flat 7, and back to E flat 7. I'll do that again. E flat 7 is the 5 of A flat, but in front of that, we got to go to B flat 7. That's the 5 of the 5 to the E flat 7. Okay. And then there's one more. C, we got to go to F minor, C7, F minor. Now we have all of our secondary dominants. The last chord, the G, doesn't get one because there's no perfect fifth interval in there. It's a diminished fifth, so there's not a perfect. So it kind of is. We omit that one. So here's the secondary dominants. I'm going to write it out on the board, and then we'll go on from there. This is N-A. E flat, F7, G7. A flat 7. These are all dominant 7 chords. B flat 7. These are called the secondary dominants. And then C7. And that's it. And that pretty much describes this whole song. At the beginning of the song, we had that G7 to C7. You can see those are the dominants, the secondary dominants, right? And then on the B section, it starts on the 5 of the 2. Then it goes to the E flat 7. So it just as this, look at the pattern of the B section. It goes from here to here, here to here, here to here, 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 back to here. So the dominant always wants to pull you to the, most of the time it wants to pull you to the chord that it's the dominant of, or I'll say the 5 of. That's the power of the dominant.
So you sort of before the chord is going to then, in order to pull it to it.
Say that again, louder, Robert. Hold on.
You insert the
Charlie, hold on.
secondary dominance ahead of the chord you're trying to get
Yeah.
to, so it forces that resolution.
Yes, exactly. Yes, what Robert just said is beautiful comment. The dominant chord is generally wants to resolve to its tonic. They say 5-1. So you can pretty much insert a dominant chord in front of the chord that you want to go to. Here's a simple, I'm going to do it, demonstrate in the key of C. I'm going to just play the scale. I'll stop there on the 4 chord, just walking up 1, 2, 3, 4. But here it is with the secondary dominants. kind of creates like more tension and some chromatic notes of bringing in chord notes that are not in the C scale by putting the dominant chord in front of the chord we want to go to. And that's, you'll hear these all the time in these songs, and that can pretty much explain, you know, most of these jazz standards. Yeah. Is that great?
Aha moment.
Good. Yeah, no, that's it. Yeah. That's what we're studying in my Theory 2 class right now. It's just like a lot of these progressions. But you'll also see it in Beatles songs, you know, or pop songs, what I'm saying, like rock songs, which are influenced by a lot of these old tunes anyways. Okay, let's jam on the B section. Everybody, let's get the melody. We just played the melody on the A section. Let's do this. And let's isolate that one phrase. We're on a C note here, and it starts on the 5th of an F7 chord. That kind of helps me visualize. Here's F7. Here's the C. And then it's, oh, by the way, do you guys hear the chromatic? And the rhythm is. Let's do that again. 3, 4. Again, 3, 4. Again, 3, everybody, 4. Let's do. Again, I'll play it lower. 3, 4. Good. And then keep that finger where it's at. That note, the last note, don't lift up. Start there and do the same motif. It changes just slightly, of course, but at least we know that that note, I think that's really cool, that that ending note from the previous phrase is the next note of the next phrase. So keep that in mind. 1, oh, let's do the second phrase actually on the B flat. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I know there's a lot of flats, a lot of sharps. All you all are looking at the sheet music, not tabs. So second phrase again on the B flat minors. Oh, they didn't put the chord here on the chart though too. It actually should be B flat minor, E flat 7, A flat major 7. Or you could just do E flat for a full measure. 2, 3, 4. Good. Back to the F7. 3, 4. Start there again. Nice. 1, 2, 3, 4. Start there. Ba, 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 da. Keep going. Same thing twice. Ba, 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 ba. We're almost done. Ba, da, 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 da. Da da da. Nice, just a little kind of extension to that second phrase. Same thing as the first, but it's just a little bit more push into that flat 7 of the C7, the B flat. That was nice. I'm gonna harmonize it with you. Let's do that again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Three, 4. 2, 3, 4. Three, 4. Everybody got it? Let's do a little bit quicker. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, right back to the last A. Good. Ba, ba, ba. And that would lead us to A. But let's do that again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. Last A. Lullaby of Birdland. And beginning by Birdland. That was the top. That's a pretty brisk tempo. B flat. First A, G, and second A. To the B. Here we go, B section. Ba 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 da ba da ba ba. Nice. Ba da ba da ba da ba. Ba. Yeah. And we would actually just want to end it. Oh yeah, there should be some little tag on there. Oh, they didn't put that there, did they? What did they? Oh, weird. I've never played it like that. I always just end it. I always end the first ending like the second ending. Ba-da-bum. I would recommend just doing the melody, yeah, like the second ending, twice. Who wants to do the first solo? We all got the melody down, it sounds like. Pete's ready. Maybe we should go counterclockwise with Allison starting.
So the solo, we should jam around pentatonic.
Thank you. F minor pentatonic blues. Can we all do that? I think that would kind of, instead of me just saying it, let's do it. What's the difference between F minor pentatonic and F minor blues?
Flat 5.
Whoa, Jinx, you each other a Coke. Yes, the flat 5, the pentatonic scale is a 5-note scale, obviously, but when you make it a blues scale, you add in the flat 5. Very good, that's good to know. So my quick and easy soloing trick for the song, as Allison asked, is just play bluesy. F, in this case, I'm going to think F minor blues. But I'm going to start off by writing the pentatonic scale. F, A flat, B flat, I'll leave room for that blue note, C, E flat, and F. Can everybody play that? That's the blues, that's the pentatonic scale. Yeah. I'm hoping everybody knows that the guitar players at least know their box shape. Yeah, you got it. Oh, you can just do it 1 octave. Just make it musical. So I'm gonna start here. Kinda like I'm playing some rock. You can start over here. through the A. Keep going. Yeah. Yeah. Get rhythmic. Triplets. Yeah. It's very singy, you know. You might go da do da da do da 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 da. Keep going, it sounds great. Thanks for chucking out that bass. It sounds so good. And again, from the top. Yeah, nice. You practice a lot, I can tell. And yeah, nice, Charlie. 6, 2, 5. Beautiful. Everybody, yeah. Nice, yeah. Keep it simple. Oh, sorry. Spacing out there a little. Yeah, nice. Yeah, nice. Ooh, yeah, Robert added, he couldn't resist. I can't resist either. Adding that blue note. Let's all lean on that flat 5. The flat 5 is what note? C flat. That's the correct term. We're going to think of it as a B note, but if you want to be theoretical, it'd be a C flat on the sheet music. So let's add in that C flat, or we'll just call it a B. Oh, the formula. 1, flat 3, 4, flat 5, as you guys said, 5, flat 7, and then the octave, of course. There's something very powerful about this scale that you could do. This can fit over so many situations. This is partially why I'm saying this is the go-to scale. You can do all these crazy chords that have nothing to do with this.
Except D minor is D, F, A, right? So the flat 5 is
Absolutely.
A flat, flat 5. So if you're thinking that structure, then it does kind of, yeah.
Yeah, so Allison's question.
Yeah, and it's A flat is the flat 5, but in the F blues scale, it's the flat 3.
Yeah, so you have to remember about what Allison's. I think this is your question, Allison, right?
Twisting it
D
around.
minor 7 flat 5. D minor 7 flat 5 is equal to F minor 6. So really, if you look at the formula, you have the 1 flat 3 5. That's your triad of the F minor 6. All we're missing is a D note there, and that would make it F Dorian. If you want to, that would add the missing note there. That makes it modal Dorian mode. So that would be the ideal scale, I think, if you want to get into the mode situation. But then we're adding in this D, which we want to be careful. We don't want to add a D when we're on the second half of the A section. So it's better just to omit it altogether. That's probably why I'm saying let's not think modes, but let's just think blues sounds. It's actually kind of a safer route to go, and it intervallically, it's, you know, it's, the phrases are catchier, so it's easier to play. It's easier to play catchier phrases, is what I'm trying to say. So I'm gonna loop the A section, and everybody's just gonna take a solo, starting with Allison. Whoa. I Real Pro. Ooh, slow and bluesy. 2, 3, 4. Yeah, just a little blues soloing. Yeah. And it's just a blues scale. Nice, you guys can play rhythm. Leslie's next. We're just taking 8 bars. And Leslie, the A section. Yeah. Yeah, sing it. Da 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 da. Yeah. Everyone else can just be comping chords lightly in the background to keep your place. Ooh, blue note there. Da da da. Pete, take it away. Yeah. Nice. Blue note, yeah. And don't lose your position. You're moving around a lot, trying to find your F position. Stay in one position. My recommendation. Deb, take it. Pete will come back to you. Yeah, see? Yeah, stay right there, Deb. Just stay in that area. Yeah. Oh, that was Dorian there. Keep going. Yeah. Ooh, that was a nice blue note. Yeah. Nice. Take it, Charlie. Yeah. Now he's getting a little bit modal on us there, adding in the 6. Keep it blues for now. Yeah. Robert. Repetition. Milt. Yeah. Yeah. Nice. Nice. Take it, Bonnie. Yeah. Yeah. Nice. Yeah. Yeah. Nice. Repetition. Tempo. This is a 90. Easy swing, I call it. Yeah. Da 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 da. Nice triplets. Take it, Leslie. A lot of triplets. Da 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 down. Think like a drum player. Da 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 deal. Yeah. And we can all just comp in the background. G7. Nice. P. Yeah. Yeah. Nice. Deb, jump in there. Robert, jump in. Yeah. Nice. Yeah. Mill, jump in. Yeah. Take it, Bonnie. Yeah. Nice. One, 6, 2, 5. Yeah. 1. I'm just gonna go up and down the scale a little bit, just up and down. I'm gonna do it again, maybe starting up high. Now we're gonna trade every 4 bars. And Leslie. This is called trading 4s. It's fun to interact with your neighbor. And Leslie's gonna pass it Pete. Yeah. Yeah, repeat that. And nice. Yeah, Charlie. And Robert. Nice. And Milt. Yeah. And Bonnie. Yeah, run that scale. Let's all play the melody out, the head on the A. Here we go. And end it right here. I know that's not what they was written there on that. Anyways, that's the general format. It's just soloing on the A section. How did everybody feel about the blues scale? Do you have that down?
It's kind of miraculous.
It's amazing that it works.
Oh my gosh, it sounds so good. And this is my easy swing, 101 style of blues soloing. You don't have to outline every chord change. You don't have to go. That's a lot of thinking. Like if you're thinking F minor, 7, D minor 7. I mean, it sounds bebop. That's what I would call bebop style of playing, where we're playing every chord change, and that's definitely requires a lot more concentration, muscle memory, and knowing the progression inside and out. This approach, the bluesy soloing, which I'll get to you. This approach, when you're soloing just kind of one scale through the whole thing, that's definitely the classic swing style.
So one of the things that I found hard is that I sort of lost my place when I was trying to think about the
Oh, you lost your place in the form?
Yeah.
Okay, and that's okay. I think that's why I set up the play along, just so we could just have the background. You don't have to you're not playing chords, but I think that's kind of common for a lot of players who are not, Robert, maybe you may expand on this, who are not rhythm players. is that you're not like, wait, what chord am I on now?
Yeah.
It's
yeah.
pretty easy, especially when you take your hands off the instruments. For guitar players, we generally, or piano players, we're thinking about what chord we're on at the moment. So actually some of these outlining, what I just called outlining exercises, which we'll do maybe on another song, we'll actually outline the chords. And that's another exercise. That's another level of complexity, which I don't feel like we need to focus on. Right now, I'd rather have everybody just swing.
Because you can't do anything wrong, so it's okay if you get lost.
Isn't that great? Yeah, you just
You
find
hear where it's going and resolve, because they're
that.
playing chords.
Yeah, exactly. You can just. That's why I said just play the scale. But hopefully that will inspire you to learn the scale, the formula, in any key, starting on any note. Every instrument's different, of course. Guitar players could just learn one shape. And then we move to A minor. D minor. It's not that easy for other instruments. You actually have to think about your notes or your fingerings. For us, it's a shape thing that we can think intervallically and just learn patterns, etc. But again, it's not music just running up and down a scale. We want to really just extract from the scale, keeping it simple, and trying to make it musical.
If someone's actually singing or playing the melody right out, we
Mhm.
wouldn't do that pentatonic in the background. Is that true or not true?
I would, it's Phil's, yeah.
Oh,
Because
okay.
there's nothing wrong there. This is such a common sound, and it's very catchy, and it's very, I'll just say the word bluesy. It's like you can't go wrong with this little Phil's. Can you sing the song? Or anybody can sing the song? Have you sang it before, Allison? Lullaby.
Always here inside, never in a woodland could there be ways to repeat
Yeah.
any phrase I feel.
Yeah. So basically, I'm just, thank you. Exactly, thank you. Sorry to put you on the spot there. Exactly, yeah. So we have this, Bonnie's question is, will this interfere with the singer? I would definitely not be stepping on her toes. I would fill in, first of all, mainly where she's leaving space, right there. La la da 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 da. But even if I want to do a background part, and here's that A section. La. See, Robert's gonna fill in. Yeah, you just don't want to step on their toes. Long notes. I'm just a little bit more sensitive to, yeah. I just don't want to, but that's the materials. So again,
It's the same as if a guitar player's got the solo until you got to figure out which I've had a hard time doing, figuring out how little to play.
How little? Yeah, you just want to play really small licks and/or long notes. You just.
I love playing with the female vocalist, and I like doing kind of duet things, so that you can really get it mixed up.
Yeah, you just don't. Again, you don't want to overdo it like you're, full-blown soloing, especially behind a singer. You don't want to step on their toes again, get in their way.
Or other soloists will quit when they think all of a sudden, oh, you're taking the solo.
Yeah.
And then they'll quit, and you're trying to give an accompaniment to the solo.
Right. Yeah, exactly. So long notes are definitely better, unless you're doing a catchy phrase like like a horn part, just like a horn part. Okay, so let's go back to the B section and do the same thing. I just basically want to show you the formula or the method is all you need to really know is, hey, what key am I in? We're in the key of A flat major or F minor. By the way, I didn't really talk about this, but if you know your major pentatonic, A flat major is the same as F minor. So you could just have done this. And it's basically the same as the F minor pentatonic. It is the same, rather. If you want to think F. I like to think the minor pentatonic scale and blues scale preferably over the major. So if someone says, hey, this song's in the key of D major, I instantly think B minor blues, B minor pentatonic. This song's in the key of G major, I think E minor. So it's kind of a little conversion trick. Not to say all my licks, but definitely a lot more of my licks and phrases are based off the minor scale. Even though, so again, that's where I think it's important with our initial topic of knowing what your major key is and then what's the relative minor. And the trick is always 3 half steps below. Majors above, minors below 3. So if I said key of G, you go E minor. Key of D, B minor. Okay. So again, that's preferable is the minor blues scale, the minor blues licks. You know what major key is C major, A minor. So again, yeah, it's just a nice trick to go straight to. So really focus on this scale, the minor blues scale. You can't go wrong on it, I think.
What makes it the blues scale?
Go ahead.
What makes it the blues scale?
Adding in the flat 5. Adding in the flat 5. And we're just calling, besides the fact I could say it sounds bluesy, but technically, theoretically, if once you add the flat 5 in to the minor pentatonic scale, it's universally known as the minor blues scale. Okay. So again, you want to take your minor penta, which is a 5-note scale, 1, flat 3, 4, 5, flat 7, and then you add in that flat 5 in the middle between the 4 and the 5 chromatic. Yeah, so you get the, yep. I would say just really just loop this play along and just play along as much as you can with it. You know, I'm going to speed up the tempo, but I'm hoping you guys can just do this for hours. Oh yeah, Robert, you have a question?
No.
I had a quick, so if you were playing, if it was in the key of F minor and you were gonna play a major scale, you'd play the A flat minor major.
Right, yeah, that's what we talked about at the beginning of the class, is that the relative is A flat major, so you can play your A flat major pentatonic. Is that what your question is? I wouldn't play the major scale, then you're adding in a D flat, you're adding in 2 other notes. Stick to the pentatonic flavor, you're gonna be, it's kind of this, the flavor, you know, for this. There's a major blues scale, and you're adding in the flat 3 to it. And it's gonna be the same note as if you're playing the F minor blues. Good, you know that already. Yeah, you can take any, it's the same thing though, see, so a major blues scale is exactly the same as its relative minor. You're just calling it a major blues by adding in the flat 3. So that, yeah, that was a little entertainer there. Ba-da-da-da. Was that entertaining? So again, yeah, whenever you hear this sound, the da-da-da-da-dum, that little playful flat 3, 3, or is it flat 5, 5? You know, it's the same notes. I'm just hearing it in relationship to A. A flat, sorry. Okay, so they're the same thing. A flat major blues is the same as F minor blues, same 6 notes. But again, this whole method, I guess you could say, or approach rather, is really pentatonic / blues scale. But if you said, hey, just solo on F minor pentatonic, I pretty much can't resist throwing in that flat 5 to make it bluesy. So that's what the blues scale is. And again, I highly recommend that you just put on their iReal Pro app. Oh, actually, it's just gonna go through the whole song. And here's F blues. Feel free to join me. Here's A flat major penta. F minor. I love repetition. Yeah. Here comes the B7. section, we're still gonna get bluesy. This is still F minor. Hang on that B, natural. Bum, 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 bum. A lot of A flat. Twinkle, twinkle, little star. Little quotes. Keep going. That's the whole song with the F minor blues or A flat major blues. Yeah. Here's the second A. Nice. Do that again. Do do do. Triplets. Build it. B section. Nice. Yeah, I was jangoing it up a little bit there. Last A. And this is another thing, is always trying to keep track of where you're at in the form. You might have to say it. And here's the last. Bum, bum. Nice. Here's the melody out. Here we go. You can never get enough practice on this melody. Because it's kind of tricky. I already made 3 mistakes. Second ending. Boo-da bum. B section. Everybody. C. And start there. B flat. Then it repeats. I'll harmonize it. Last A. Yeah. And end it. An A flat. Yeah, major 7 or major 6. Yeah, either if you want it major 7, it's pretty. A flat C, E flat G, or A flat 6. A flat C, E flat F. Either or is fine. You can even add the 9 on. What's the 9? B flat. Good. The 9 is always a whole step above the root. So think of it as a 2. That's a quick way of grabbing it. So here's A flat. So you can go a whole step above. It's a pretty note, that colorful note, the 2. And just remember, I can just take my A flat and just slide up. So it could be like this. Then. That's the Girl from Ipanema. It starts on the 9. It's just a sweet ending chord. So you can always kind of end on the colorful note instead of the root. If you want it jazzy, put the 9 or the major 7. Yeah, any questions on this song?
But it's a whole lot of fun.
Here we go. Maybe we should try it in a different key. It's easy for me to put key of E later. Let's do that.
Not easy for us.
No, I won't do that to you. But when you're working with the vocalist, you always have to be on your toes about what Nice major 7 chord. I'm doing, by the way, can I show you guys this simple major 7? This, it's just going right up the order, 1, 3, 5, 7. It's coming from this F major 7 cowboy chord, this guy. It just slid up. Yeah, it's just right in order, 1, 3, 5, 7. It's just a kind of a nice quick grab shape when you're doing a major 7 but it has the major 7 up high. That's why I think it's a nice ending chord. I wouldn't use it when comping behind somebody. It's too distracting. I would just use this. But I would use this for an ending chord. Again, the high, whenever you have the 7 up high. So it'd be like this. Just kind of, yeah, lengthy. That 7 is so sweet again. So, maybe triplets. Yeah, leave space. Yeah. Yeah. You can walk a bass line from below, above. That's the easy swing sound right there. And she's doing a great job at walking the bass line. I'll just show you that walking bass line if you guys want to try it, being a bass player. You want to target F, D, G, F, D, the roots, F, D, G, C. F, D, F down to D. Go like this, go do, do, 3 frets. Minor third, yeah. Do, do. D, and then G to C. G, C. This is so important to know your notes, right? To target. These are the roots of the chords. And then the first thing is just to pump quarter notes, 2 on each one. No walking really, but it gives a feeling of movement. Great, exactly. Yeah, that's such a good exercise to know your notes. But let me show you the walking bass line approach. Now add a half step above each chord you want to go to. These are called approach notes. So you're going to do this. Do, 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 do. And again, it's just a very common bass line trick is to add a half step above or below. In this case, I'm choosing above first. So basically the notes come out to be this. F.
So you don't add the half step above the F?
Yeah, no, I will once I come back around to it though. But not to begin with. We'll start on F, then E flat to D, A flat to G, D flat to C, and then F sharp or G flat. I know they're dissonant notes, but the idea is to pull, you want a dissonant to pull you into it. And of course you can mix and match the half steps above or below, but this is what it sounds like when you do the half steps above only. Charlie, hold on. And again, it's great for targeting, yeah. Yeah, again. 1, 6, 2, 5. Yeah. Everybody got it? I was just using one finger too. I'm just doing this. And then you can add in the chord if you want to. If you're a piano player, on the right hand you add the chord. You just kind of do these little jabs, or just let it ring. Bum, bum, beep, bum, and then walk that bass. Ooh, nice minor 6. That was cool. For a guitar player, you do this. You just get your shape planned out. F minor 7, D minor 7 flat 5, G7 3 note, C7 3 note. And just connect the dots. That's why I kind of like this the first finger method like this. And then I add on the shape, so I go like this. Okay, actually I'm breaking the rule there. That's the middle finger there. But you have to kind of plan out your chord shapes ahead of time when you're walking these bass lines.
So you're playing the note and then the chord.
Yes. Little, yeah. Yeah. Get those triplets. Find 3 notes and repeat them over and over. Triplets. Nice. Yeah. Now I'm taking you through the whole song. Keep going, blues scale, and it sounds great. And that's the A section. Again. Just a blues scale sounds so good. Yeah. And then B flat, E flat, A flat, F. Now we're doing the whole A section. I know there's a lot of chords. G, C, F. What do we call this progression? 5, 1, 6, in a major key. Yeah, same thing. Yeah, 2, a little bit slower, sorry. 1, 6, 2. This is the classic movement. 1, shaboom, body, and not body, so Blue Moon. So many songs. Heart and Soul originally before they changed it to 1, 6, 4, 5. Yeah, just a sweet progression. La Mer, if you guys know that song, Beyond the Sea. It's such a pretty, yeah, the most common progression. And that's why I'm saying, you know, really practice, and I'm choosing songs too, of course, that have these common movements. 1, and be able to hear it too. Like if I said this, 1, 6, 2, 5, or 1, 6, 2, 5. Try to be able to get your ear trained so you hear that movement. That's for ear training, and then that's really good for you to sing it and vocalize it. Okay, now back to chords, because that doesn't really help. Well, it does help us, because now we at least mapped out this. Watch my fingers when I do 1, 6, 2, 5. 1, 6, 2, 5. 1, 6, 2. With the chords. And that's in the key of A flat. You know, but this is all movable. Key of F. We want to be able to do that, practice 1, 6, 2, 5 in any key. So here it is again, A flat major 7. All these chords will be turned into 7. These are all 7th chords. A flat major 7, F minor 7, B flat minor 7, and E flat 7. Or this. And now I'm just kind of doing boom, chuck, like this. Boom, chuck, boom, chuck, boom. I'm going bass chord, just kind of a nice, what I would call a 2 feel. Instead of a walking bass, I was just going like this. Instead of like this, that's a walking bass line. So, you know, you can just feel, do you want a 2 feel or do you want a walking bass 4/4? Very nice, yeah. And guess what scale I'm still going to be soloing on? F minor blues. And that's all that F minor blues. That's why it's so nice to make sure that you know the relative minor. You can always go back to your minor blues licks. And it sounds great on 165. Okay, are we ready to try to piece the chords together for the A section? Luckily, the B section is actually easy. So, what I recommend for this one is, or what I recommend for practice is map out your bass line. Let's try it very slowly. Just roots, no walking bass line. Just, F, D, G, C, back to F, D, B flat, E flat, and now we're in the key of A flat, 1, 6, to B flat, E flat, and hold the A flat for a full measure, and then G minor 7 flat 5 to C, and now we're back to the top. And that's the A section. Yeah, I know, that's a pretty cool progression. 1, 2 again, 3, 4. B flat, E flat, A 1, 6, 2, 5, and hold the A flat, full measure, and then 2, 5, again.